Belly's District.
Agbaya, 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 Agbaya. Jeez, come on, live in the flesh.
In the flesh, we are live.
It's the Agbaya show. Come on, man, episode 27.
Yeah.
You know, you're tuned in with Damo.
J. Jules.
Come on, what you saying, my guy, man?
Good, man. What
You know
you
the
telling
one-
me?
come on,
You
man.
say, we say, you're just gonna.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
You know the ones there. Sorry. Come on, we got
And
Remington in
again.
the building. Come on,
you
man.
know what it
But
is,
we gotta
come
get
on.
you a little intro as well.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
gotta do something.
you know them
still,
ones.
yeah.
What you telling me, my guy? Everything
I'm
blessed.
good. We're here still.
Aye.
We got a lot to talk about today.
Alright, come on, man. We got another guest in the building.
That's
I keep
it.
telling you, the sweet ones keep coming.
Hey.
This is the hype.
Ah.
And the bees are coming.
Hey.
We got
You already know
Any,
what it is.
Mama Boujee,
Mama
Hey,
Hippie.
Hippie.
Come
That's
on,
it.
in the building.
Come on.
Come on, man. How are you, man? Thank you for coming on.
I'm good. Thank you for having me on the show. This is actually my first podcast ever, so
Oh, it's a
really?
pleasure.
Jeez.
It's a pleasure.
Come
Hey.
on.
So,
Pleasures.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Come on, amen.
100%.
You know, it's always good, man. You know, tell the people, you know, your name, where you're from, what do you do, and that, you know.
So I'm Eni, and I am a aspiring travel expert. I want to basically get paid to travel for free.
Jeez.
I hear that.
Come on.
And she's got the
And
knowledge
just-
when it comes to that. Trust me.
Yeah, I just want to like review different places and stuff like that. So I've got like a travel page called Boujee Hippie Travels.
Jeez, come on.
Where I basically
yeah.
post all my travel content anywhere I've been before I started the page, and anywhere
Okay.
I've gone so far, I post it all on there. Yeah, and I'm here to talk about all the places that I've been.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
snap.
we can't wait for that, you know.
Come
Obviously,
on.
we can't wait. Thank you for coming on. We got a home girl in the back as well. Hold tight, yeah. You get me?
Hey.
Yeah. Come on. But listen, you know, we've got to move on to the Agbaya of the week.
Oh,
And
damn.
this one is crazy because I was anticipating this fight to happen.
Mhm.
You get me? Just a bit of context for the people then. You get me? Conor Ben, Chris Eubanks Jr. I was ready for them to just smash each other in. You get me? I had
Now the
money on
Suns
it.
go at it.
A lot
Crazy.
of people had money on it. But then we found out that Conor Ben is using illegal substance.
Yeah.
Olodo,
Oh.
Oloshi, Oniranu. You get me? This behavior,
Sorry.
bro. This behavior is rubbish, bro. Like big man thing. I'm gonna play the clip of him rubbishing somebody else for
Yeah.
their
In
legal
the younger
substance.
days or something.
Yeah, in the younger days.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Believe it. The biggest night of your life, biggest fight of your career, and you know you get tested positive for a banned substance. It baffles me.
When you see boxers at the top level concern themselves with these sort of issues, especially this close to a massive fight, I mean, does that not concern you as a professional in that field?
Well, my nutritionist, think I'm not even at world level. My nutritionist has a go at me for taking vitamin C tablets if they've not been tested. So the team he's got round him should say, listen, check all your substances. You're earning a few good quid here, and why put that to risk?
only
Yeah.
to come out and you get me, man's using the same substance. It's
Ah,
mad.
sorry.
It's mad. What's your views on that?
Obviously, the way he's moving is a bit mad.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know. He's just the way he's moving. I like it, but obviously we know what he's up to. If you know, you know, innit. But
If you
yeah,
know,
we
you know.
have to see.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, as long as the fight goes on, eventually,
Do you think it will go on? Do you think
it has to? Because there's too much anticipation. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just one of those ones. Even with what's happening,
Yeah.
like these guys have kind of like stopped the world of sports in terms of like what's going on in this,
Yeah,
in
for
this
real, I hear
situation.
that.
innit? And obviously, it is a letdown
Yeah.
with what he's done, but
And how can you How can you be rubbishing someone before?
yeah.
And that, you know what I mean?
But that's life, though.
Things
think
change,
that's
I guess,
life.
innit?
Yeah, things change.
But
innit?
Chris Eubanks Jr. was getting under his skin.
yeah, he had to. He had to.
And you know, because he's such a good fighter and he's so well spoken,
Mm,
that could
yeah,
rub. No, that will
yeah,
rub
yeah,
any
yeah,
man
yeah.
the wrong way.
100%.
Imagine you're trying to what? You're
And
like,
someone
one.
talking to you in proper English.
You're like, listen, don't allow me to. Yeah. You just, bro, you just start slapping the youth, bro. But nah, it's rubbish. Like, come on, man. We all wanted that fight to happen. You get me? Conor Ben using a legal substance. It's
Come
a
on,
bit
do
mad.
better, do
It's
better.
like it reminds me of what's that athlete? Shakari. You know the runner, the female runner. You know her. Yeah, Shakari.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when she smoked
yeah,
loud before the
yeah,
thing and that.
Come on.
And obviously, don't get me wrong, these are little trivial things that can
it's-
be.
Yeah.
It can be
Be
blind,
detrimental, man,
but
to your
let's
career
be.
as well,
Let's,
like,
rules
come
are
on.
rules.
Exactly.
You
She
understand?
knew what it was, so that's
Yeah.
just no. And the thing is, even though there's ways to like obviously clear it up.
What, finesse the
She
system?
didn't even. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
She shouldn't have even like.
But you know what I like about her one? She made an apology.
Yeah.
My
she
man is
bothered-
just.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
He's just doing higgy haga, you know. So
The
it's
man
like,
did what? He just
Yeah.
lying, saying he
you know what I'm
wasn't.
trying to say?
Yeah, through that
And then again, he was bashing people.
That's what I'm
Before,
saying.
you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say? Where she's never really
man.
done
Nah.
that. So yeah, she has a little zoo here and there. It's calm, innit? We all know what's going on.
Yeah.
And shout out to what's his name? Joe Biden. Because he's
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I heard
he's
about
fighting.
that. I
He's
heard
fighting.
about that.
He's
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
for the
yeah.
stoners,
Come
innit?
on.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Yeah,
him, innit?
nah.
Big him up.
This guy, he's not fighting for anybody. What are you
Well,
people
it's
saying?
good. It's good.
What?
No,
No.
but you know what?
He's
He's
He's trying.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying,
He's
and it's good.
trying.
And it's good to hear him say it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
So it's good, man.
Let's see.
You see, yeah, before we make this guy the official buy of the week, yeah,
Yeah, go
listen,
on.
like we've grown up in times, yeah, where that whole he's trying has been allowed, and it's been now, bruv, it's not about trying. We
Get it
need to
done.
see it, get it
Results.
done. You understand? I need to see Bear Man let out a bin.
Yeah,
Coming
out.
those
Yeah,
little
yeah,
charges,
yeah,
man.
no, of course.
Not that
Yeah,
you're letting
yeah,
one.
100%.
You're not letting one high
100%.
profile. Not one high profile just
Yeah,
comes out.
change.
Everyone
Yeah,
knows
change
it.
takes time, man.
It takes
Yeah,
time,
it
man.
takes time.
He
100%,
definitely has
I
to
hear
stick
that.
to it. I agree.
Yeah, no, change. But they've been legalizing it in certain states.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
So
just-
slowly,
Yeah,
slowly.
yeah,
Slowly,
I've
but
had a
yeah,
few
yeah,
I don't know when they'll
exactly.
do it. I don't know when they'll do it here, though.
Yeah,
man.
I-
I don't
you know
think
what?
As they
so.
own.
I don't
London, take notes, please. UK.
please.
Yeah, no, because
yeah.
Sadiq Khan was saying that he wanted to start teaching like young boys about marijuana and like the use of marijuana.
Okay,
So I
okay,
feel
okay.
like they are on a path where, you know, England like to copy everybody.
Of course.
So they're on a path where they're like, right, everyone else is doing it. You know, Canada's let it be legal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
watching what everyone else is doing, and they're probably thinking, well, if they're doing it, we're gonna have to do it too. Do you know?
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
eventually.
So I think they're trying to, they're getting there. But
I'll be
it'll probably
waiting.
take a while.
We'll be waiting, man. But before, I just feel like, you know what it is, our people, our community were too impressionable. As soon as somebody says one thing, you see, someone can say, up black people, everybody's throwing parades, we're doing carnival, we're doing everything, until the next act happens, a racial act happens, and we're all like, fuck this, fuck that. Before you know it, someone comes and says, you know what, my condolences to the black people. He's invited to the
No,
barbecue.
but you know what it is? It's
You
just
understand?
it's been a mad week because obviously we see this silly guy Kanye West wearing one silly
Oh,
one silly shirt. So when do we see?
You know, he could have been a man of the week.
I'm
Honestly,
telling you.
Very close.
No, you know what? We've given him. We've given him too many.
We've given him
too
Agbaya.
many.
So this guy's gonna have his
He's a
own-
veteran.
He's a veteran.
Nah, he's gonna get the MVP at the end of the year.
MVP,
Yeah. We had to save that one, but you've
Agbaya
let
does
us, you've
Hall
let
of
us
Fame.
expose it. Nah. Jesus. Lord.
God damn.
But no, listen, Connor Ben, listen, you
Yeah.
are the Agbaya of the week.
Agbaya.
Ah, idiot.
That's it.
Rubbish. Atrocious behavior. fam. What? You know how many people? Well, people lost money today, you know, because of him.
Yeah.
People
Don't
put
worry.
big bags on him.
It's gonna be reimbursed. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hold tight.
I don't know if that's in the terms and conditions. Or, God, I don't want to say God to do it. God doesn't like gambling either. You get me? But now, obviously, we're moving on. Obviously, topic of the day. You get me? Catching flights, not feelings.
Okay.
You get me? We got any Mama Boujee, Hippie in the building.
That's it,
Damn.
man.
Telling us, you know, her experiences flying out, and yeah, man. Like when I first discovered you, I just thought, nah, this girl's kind of inspirational. Like,
Oh, thank
no,
you.
definitely, man, because there's a lot of
Thank
people
you.
out there that want to pursue a career in traveling and whatnot, but
100%.
they don't know where to look at.
No.
So when I saw you, I said, nah, this
100%. Yeah.
this is the
We've been waiting for this.
connoisseur.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for it.
Yeah.
God it.
God damn. We've been waiting.
We've been waiting, but yeah, no, tell us, man. Where was your first place where was the first place you flew out to?
So the first place that I flew out to with my friends, I think I was like 21, and we went to Turkey.
Okay.
So where everyone's going Antalya now, we went there.
She said, "I've
over
done it."
10 years.
I've done it
okay?
way back.
Come on,
But we need to go again because it's changed. Obviously, it's a bit more modern now.
She
so
sounded like raging right now. I hit it first. You know
Shit,
that
man.
one?
I definitely hit it first, yeah. So that was the first one.
Yeah.
That was a big group holiday. I think your previous guest was there with
Jeez.
us. She came with us
Okay.
as well. So that was like our first like holiday together.
Oh, that TK, come on.
Yeah, TK. So yeah, it was really nice. It wasn't that it was bad when we went there, but it just looks so much better now. Like it looks so
Yeah.
much modernized and stuff.
course.
So
Yeah.
definitely need to go and see it again. Yeah, and
Okay.
experience it. I want to experience that restaurant that's under the water.
Okay.
There's a restaurant under the water.
That's
Yeah.
mad. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Bruv,
How-
I
how'd
don't
you
know if
get
I
to
can.
it? Like, is there like a little
I don't even know.
I don't know if I can do that, you
Shit.
know.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Why?
I'll do it for the experience.
What if you're just chilling with one Orobo and you just one big guy, yeah, and he just comes and maybe falls over, hits
Yeah,
his
they got
leg.
patterns.
I'm sure they would have
I'm
gone
sure.
through all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
health and
yeah,
safety
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I
They
don't-
must
to
get.
make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
does not
They know.
happen.
I don't know, man.
They know the vibes.
You know what it is? I've had a lot of friends who've passed away like by drowning and everything. So when it
Oh,
comes to
wow.
water, I just have that. I'm not
Okay,
interested.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah,
it'll
no,
be.
I definitely didn't think I was scared of water because I grew up. Remember when we used to go swimming every Friday? And I started going every Friday and Saturday just for fun,
Oh,
and I
you going on
continued doing it.
Saturdays?
Yeah, and then I continued doing. Well, we continued doing it in school, but then when we stopped doing it as a group, I still continued doing it because I was so good at it. And then when I went to Egypt recently and I went diving,
It wasn't the same.
listen,
It wasn't the same.
my heart. Once I got into that water, I was like,
How do you know how deep it was?
it's so deep, and it was like a proper open, like it's
Oh.
just an
Open
open
water,
space.
yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I
you're
mean?
brave,
I
you're
was
brave
like,
still.
what the
Yeah, I wouldn't do
actual
it. I wouldn't do it.
like.
I wouldn't do it.
And obviously, I wanted to see the fish and stuff, but I was like, I didn't think about this. Like, these people really conned me into doing this. Because I didn't go there to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to.
How
do
did
a
they
little
describe it to you? What was it you?
They were like, "Don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry, we're professional. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I promise you, it's not as scary as
All
it
of a sudden,
And they gassed me so much that I was just like, you know what? Let me try it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why I'm in this water. Like, I was
So would
literally, I
you
don't
do
know
that one
why.
again?
I want to do it again because it was really nice to see like the coral and all the fish and stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
not something you get to see if you
Oh,
don't do
yeah.
that. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Once
it
in
is
a
an
lifetime
experience, but I think
experience,
I need to be more psyched up to do it because that was just like gas me up and throw her in the water type of thing.
Oh no, that's long.
Yeah, need to do it differently.
You see, I don't mind the scuba diving thing when you're in the outfits,
Yeah.
the snorkel, and you got the thing that's on your leg. You
No,
get
but
me?
that's what it was.
That's what she
Huh?
said it
That's
was.
what it was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, you dive, you go into
And you have
like,
the-
they
you
take
have the
you
goggles
down.
and
So what
everything.
was
Yeah,
scary?
they
What was
take you
scary
down.
about it though?
It's knowing that you're just in this open space of just water. That's it.
Yeah.
And the way you have to breathe through that thing is just you manually. They're like, do not breathe out of your nose. You have
Oh,
to keep
really?
breathing out of your mouth. So
Ah!
you're consciously trying to focus on the fact that
it's
you're
not for
under
me.
this deep water.
Me-
You cannot breathe out of your nose. You have to keep breathing out of
That
your
was not for
mouth
me.
because of the machine thing. That it's too much for you to just. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
so you
mad,
just get a
man.
bit. But you know they're very
I'll just
helpful and they
panic.
know when you're panicking and they try and help you and stuff. But you'd rather just not even be there when you're panicking because you're just like, what is this? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't,
yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
No,
It's an experience though.
But
It's an
it's an
experience.
experience.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
God
yeah.
they still have bathtubs at home because I can just
Yeah.
do the thing at home, you know, just relax. You understand? All that.
Do you know what? It's dope though that she has these experiences because I remember one time when I was trying to go on holiday sometime and it was like I think the first time I reached out to you about traveling, innit?
Yeah, I remember.
And you know when you shout your friend or whatever and you're like, oh, I'm trying to go here, what's the experience? I thought she was just gonna give me quick, like you can do this. She actually broke it down to me. Yeah,
Oh, serious?
For 2 different places, the good and bad bits. So it's probably good that you have those experiences.
Yeah,
with
man.
The snorkel and all of
Yeah.
that. So then when you go there, you can tell people.
Yeah.
You know, do this, do that.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
No, that's sick,
Yeah.
and I definitely like that. So what? You mentioned 2 countries. You mentioned Egypt and Turkey.
Yeah.
So tell us like your most favorite place where the real vibes was.
Oh,
Because I know you like to party. Let's not lie in
the
here.
thing is, I have different countries for different reasons. Because I feel like every country has like its own. There's some countries that are similar, and you're like, ugh. And then there's other countries that you're just like, everything is so different in each thing, but they're all top tier. If that
Yeah.
makes any sort of sense.
100%.
So like, I can say, for instance, in Europe, I love Italy because I can relax there. But then I
Okay.
love Barcelona because I can party there. But out of all the places in Europe I've been to, they are my favourite.
Those are
in
your- okay.
Europe, but they're still very different. They're not the same, if that makes any sort of sense.
No,
So
definitely.
with Barca, I'm gassed. Like, I want to move there.
Mm.
But that's
Barca's-
because the
Barca's
vibes
good.
remind me of London, whereas Italy's very, like, chill.
Quite cultural
So,
there.
yeah. So I actually want to move to Barca. I want to live in Barca for a bit. So yeah, so like Europe, I would say Barca. My most recent holiday in Aruba was my best solo trip. I would say it's the best place I've been to solo.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was far away and I was really scared.
Say Aruba.
Yeah, Aruba.
So
Where
what
was
continent
Aruba?
is
Where
this?
was Aruba?
No, I'm sounding like one
Yeah,
idiot,
I know.
you
I was
know.
waiting for someone to say it. Yeah,
No, this is why she's here. This is why.
When she said Aruba, I said
I forgot I'm bougie. I forgot.
Jeez.
Okay, so Aruba is basically an island that is in South America, I think.
Okay.
But
Ah.
they tell you it's in the Caribbean. So when I went, I thought I was going to the Caribbean. But when I
Okay.
got there, And after I'd done all my research, when I got there, everything was like the opposite. It was very Spanish influenced, like heavily. Yeah, like it's near all them countries. And I thought, what the hell? But it was far away because for Americans to get there, still far. So I don't know. I can't understand the part, like the location, but that's where it is.
Okay.
But the people that live there tend to be black people, Caribbean people, but they're just Spanish basically. And they call it the happy land or something like that, the happy island. Yeah, because everyone there's just happy. Yeah, that's why I loved it as a solo trip because I felt so safe. Like,
let me be
everyone was
writing
so
this
friendly.
down.
What? Guys, do you reckon
Aruba.
you man can go on holiday by yourself?
Yeah, man. I want to. Sometimes you need that sort of experience.
I want to. I don't know if I could though.
You could
Would
get
you go
bored.
to somewhere that's got a different language totally? So there's no like English influence, let's say, to a certain extent.
See,
in
I'm
terms
mad.
of
I could go
language.
China by myself.
Okay.
Because I'm mad like
I
that.
hear
Or
that.
one of them, like Hong Kong, one of them. You know what I'm trying to say?
I want to go to Tokyo. Have you been to
Yeah,
Tokyo?
I want to go to Tokyo.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't been, but I do really, really want to go. Like, that's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
I definitely want to go there.
My brother's told me he went there. He said it's crazy there.
Really?
It's so advanced there, man.
Yeah.
You know them ones there. And I don't mind. So obviously he's told us a little bit of like places you've gone in Europe.
Yeah.
Told us about Aruba. You get me. He told us about Cairo. Like, welcome from Niger and Ghana. Yeah, tell her. What's
Onto that one. Okay, so basically with Nige, I wanted to go with my friends, but obviously it's hard to get a group of girls together to do anything like that. So that's why that just hasn't happened. Ghana, I actually want to go with
Yeah.
Kenya. So I'm gonna plan to go with her at a time that I can go. I preferably want to do something Christmassy because I feel like it's probably really there at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever I can plan that, I'll definitely be doing that with her. As for Nige, me or more, I don't know when I'm going.
Keep that
Nobody,
waiting.
listen, nobody knows when they're going tonight.
That's
With,
it.
with the current situation and conditions up there, it's a bit
Especially,
tough.
especially
Probably like
that,
next
especially
year,
that
summer will
Nigerian
be better.
embassy as well.
Yeah,
That
it's
Nigerian
peak.
embassy.
I wanted to renew my passport as well to
bruv,
go with my Nige one.
bruv.
and I
That
don't
one
know
is
if I
a
have the time
whole-
to do
You know that one. You have to just sacrifice a day.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You just have. I've been there
Bare
for.
I
long.
don't understand why they like this.
And
though.
you
I
need
don't
to be
understand this
chilled as
organisation.
hell because
don't
their
understand.
attitude, they're not helpful, you know. They are not helpful. We can do a whole episode about that.
No,
was
definitely.
coming. Yeah,
Embassy
coming.
is definitely mad still. So obviously, cool. What I want to talk about now is like, could you see yourself finding love abroad?
Yeah, I actually think that the person that I'm meant to be with, I'm probably going to meet them on my travels. Like, I don't feel like the person I'm meant to be with is in London.
Is in London.
I
believe that.
Oi,
You see,
oi.
no, but you know what? We say this, yeah. You
Yeah.
never know. The person could be in London.
Yeah, they could
But-
be, but I feel like humans narrow down their soulmate to just one area. And it's like with all the people on this planet, you think
It's just
that one person for you is exactly where you are. Like,
it's
why
in
do you think
Camberwell.
that? Do
Is
you know what
the
I'm
guy
saying?
chilling?
Like,
No, there was there. The
I'm
man there
saying,
is.
it's like, why would you think that? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense
When you can
to
travel,
me
you
to
can
just think that
see
way.
and
Do you know what I
experience
mean?
other people,
You
other
need,
stuff.
exactly.
I
You
get
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
You
get
can't
that. Yeah.
restrict yourself to just this.
You might even fall in love with
different
another type of culture
culture.
or something.
Yeah.
You know, it happens.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's one of them ones. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. I think it's a thing where, like I said in, is it the previous episode that, whereas our parents came here as first generation Africans, they didn't know anything else apart from being together and building a foundation. They found their love of their lives
They're
at home
surviving.
in
though.
Niger. They're surviving, and some
yeah,
of them
they're
have
surviving.
ended up. You get me in the long term. Some people have split up and found other partners. But whereas we've got the opportunity to actually travel, see other countries, see other cultures, and realize, right, you know what? That woman or that guy over there, I kind of like that person.
Yeah.
Let's see how it runs. You see,
100%.
because I mean,
You never
when I was
know.
younger, I thought I was gonna find my baby in, you get me,
Oh,
maybe in
yeah.
America. You know, there was there. Obviously, my cousins are in Maryland. I thought if I go to what is it, Seattle or Tennessee, you find someone there. But it's one of them ones. I hear you. Sometimes you have to understand that you have to broaden your horizon.
I like that.
Expand
So-
your
yeah,
horizon.
exactly. And the thing is, and I'm not saying that my soulmate isn't in London because I feel like you have multiple soulmates. Well, that's a whole different topic because I'm spiritual. But I feel like
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
definitely
then.
Okay.
don't feel like I'm just gonna restrict myself to where I live because that just doesn't make any sort of sense to me to do something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm very open to meeting someone on my travels. But the only thing is that I have a toxic trait with that because I don't want to do a long distance relationship.
Okay. I was just about to ask. I was just about to ask.
For me, yeah, I would need to know that if you live somewhere where I'm not willing to go and I know you're not willing to move, there's no point us even like
Okay.
building something to make each
What
other.
about the chemistry and everything is just...
off
It's
the
up. It's
root,
up there. Yeah.
Would you try it? Would you try it at least?
I can give it a go, but I feel like we get to an age where some people just don't want to waste time when they know they really just don't want to do something, you know. And I
Pull
feel
your
like
babe and say,
uprooting your
come
life,
round.
exactly,
Come
uprooting your
round.
life and
I
moving
don't wanna
to
wait
a
a couple
completely
hours.
different place is a lot to do. You
I
just
hear that.
moving away is a lot, you know. So it's like you can't expect someone to just be like, yeah, I'll definitely do that for you. It's not. That's just not how it works. I feel like there's certain things that there's just no point wasting anyone's time with it if you just know for certain you're not really you're not trying to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that's
what
fair.
it is for me. So I feel like I would make it clear that, fam, if you don't live somewhere that I'm planning on moving to, I suggest you're moving to London. If that's not something you want to do, it's a shame.
But it's one of them ones,
Shame.
yeah. It's one of them ones. Like, where can you see yourself settling down? Like, what country, what area? Like, are you just like limited, like restricting to just black people? Do you see yourself with a white man, Asian man?
I've been with a white man before. I've been with different.
You've been with what?
men. Yeah.
Make sure
I
you like
have.
and subscribe. you get me? Equality, racial equality. I see no color, fam. Man's colorblind. What color is this? You know, I don't know. Carry on.
Yeah, no, I've been with different types of people, mixed race, I don't really mind. But I will say that I do need the type of person that I am. I'm a worldly person. So even when it comes to like you saying me settling down somewhere, I don't see anywhere with me settling down.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like I've found home yet. So I'm still just trying to just explore life, which is what I think God has intended for me to do. So that's what I'm doing. So I feel like when it comes to the person that I choose as well, I don't limit myself because of how worldly I am.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
Yeah. And I feel like that's quite good, you know, because
Yeah.
I've like growing up, you know, we're all Nige. You get me? Come on, man.
We know how
Half
the
Nige.
parents
You get me?
I mean,
You get me? It's one of we know how our parents
Yeah.
are, you know, bringing someone home and
Yeah.
maybe they don't fit the right profile.
Yeah, no,
It's rubbish.
Exactly. Have you ever had like? I remember I went out with someone and he was Caribbean and like my auntie saw him. He had hair. And his hair was out because he was gonna go and get it done. So his hair was out and it's really long. And like she saw him and like before she left my house, she was like, "Eniola, remember you're Nigerian." And I just thought,
Don't be with any Rastafarian.
I think you shouldn't even need to say all that. But I just thought, why? Like, why do you not do this? Like, this is just so negative. Like, just stop because. Why do I need to remember? I'm like, what is me
I
being
haven't
with
forgotten.
someone from the Caribbean?
I haven't forgotten.
Gonna make me forget about Nigeria? Please explain. Like I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know why they have that attitude. But yeah, my mum doesn't though. Thank God.
Obviously, you know, most of our parents now they're quite modern
Yeah.
in the.
Yeah,
they've
yeah,
lived
yeah,
here
yeah.
over 20 years now,
Yeah.
so you get me.
understand.
Obviously, mom, if you see man bringing home Becky, you know, just pray for me. Anoint us. I told you I'm colorblind. Like nobody give me looks now. Cause when I said,
Do your mums wanna have like traditional weddings and stuff for you guys as well? Or
oh
are they,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
really?
Listen, whoever I marry,
Yeah.
white, Asian, Peruvian, Persian,
Go on.
Iranian,
Yeah.
Yemen, Dominican Republic. Obviously, the tradition is always gonna be there. The traditional wedding has to happen.
Okay.
Obviously, we can do their thing as well, but
Yeah.
man needs my
100%.
dancing out to organize. Yeah, you get me? Dance out to Burner, but we have to do the thing because that's just part of our tradition. You see, obviously, I said to us in one of the other episodes, we said is tradition a dead man's rule. You see, because sometimes we're carrying on tradition that sometimes we don't even know of. You understand? We're just being,
That aren't really
It's
necessary.
been passed down.
you understand? It's just like being in. It's just like being in gangs. You're
Yeah.
being
It's
in
been passed
gangs,
down.
trying to beef somebody because someone else is. You get me? You're taking over. You're inheriting someone else's beef. So more time, the way I see it, yeah, is that listen. Obviously, I'm not here to compromise my culture and tradition, but I'm happy to bring my partner along with me, whether she's white, black, or whatever. You understand? And I'm happy. I'm hoping that she's happy to embrace it. You understand? If she's not happy to embrace it, it's problems because I'm not gonna be able to embrace her culture either.
100%.
You see, and that's where I feel that's where the sticking point lies and all of that. So obviously,
I
I'm
heard
happy to hear that you're quite open to
Yeah.
dating.
Yeah.
Billy, you get me? Billy
I
Nasheed,
wouldn't-
you get
I
me?
wouldn't say Billy. I don't think a Billy.
It's not for you.
It's
I
not-
think there's there's the
level
Oyinbo. The Oyinbo I like has to be seasoned. I'm not gonna lie.
Seasoned.
I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
Ethan,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There needs to be a bit of jazz in there. Because can't have the plain olds. You know,
yeah.
we can't do that
Well
one. Sorry.
No one's
hear
coming
that.
home to beans and toast.
No.
There's
Very
no
much.
salt.
Yeah,
No,
like-
they
And
need
just
the
gravy.
Maggi.
It's long. It's long.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, before we round up and that, like, what do you want to tell the younger lot? Like, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell her? Like, before embarking on
That's
a career of travel.
Well, because my reasons for travel are quite deep, I would say like it's a therapeutic thing to do. So if you're ever thinking about doing it, just do it. Like, don't think, oh, but it's so expensive. Oh, but it costs money. Oh, but I need to do this. I need to do that. You're always going to need to do something. So at the end of the day, if you're willing to spend money on bags to look like part of what society wants you to look like, if you're willing to spend money on your lace fronts to look like, trust me, you can book a holiday for that same price. I promise you.
Hey, wait. You have to.
Yeah.
Any Allah, come on, you have to click with us. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's gems. I was waiting for this. I knew she had the gems ready for me.
So
But
I
carry
just
on.
feel like travel because your money will return, your time will not return. And especially if you're a person who lives by society's rules, if you plan on getting married and having kids and all that type of stuff, you better just hurry up and start it. Because once you do all that stuff, you're not going to have time for it no more. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's literally something you really need to try and experience. I feel like it helps you get to know who you are as a person. It helps you get comfortable with going out and doing things literally on your own, because you know that you could literally leave everything you know behind and be 8 hours away in a completely different time zone and you feel fine. Do you know what I'm saying? Without anyone even being there. That's something to experience, because the only person you're spending time with at that point is yourself. There's nothing more you can do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? That's lit.
It's lit. It's nice.
That's
lit.
crazy.
You need obviously to the people listening now that do want to travel. You get me? We got Mama Boujee. You get me? Obviously, I call her that. Nobody should call her that. Obviously, Boujee Hippie. You got any in the
Boujee
building,
Hippie,
and obviously she's just dropping the gems for you. You get me? And I hope that you guys take it on board. You get me? And if you do need any sort of assistance, support, I'm sure she's gonna let you know where you can find her.
Yeah, you guys just follow me on Instagram at Boujee Hippie Travels. BOUJIE Hippie Travels. Yeah, not that GEE nonsense. Thank you.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
that one.
Okay. And come on, man. It's been blessed having you on. This ain't the last time. And obviously you've been innocently sitting in the back. I want to hear all your guilty stories as well. You see, but nah, my guy Jay. Come on, man. It's been a good episode. You guys like and subscribe. Any thank you for coming. And
Thank
you get
you
one
guys
as well.
for having me, man. This is how I greet my brothers every morning. My mum's like, why do you lot not greet me like that? I'm like, listen, sit down.
Yeah, chill, ma. Chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, come on, we're out, man. Like and subscribe.
Let's go.